Hey, what's up? It's the Hatening. It's Hoop again, still over here at the West Coast Studios. So I couldn't think of a cool thing for the intro for this episode, but I kind of wanted to switch gears and do like a more fun episode. We haven't done one of these kind of like silly, inconsequential ones in a while, but I want to ask you a question, right? So if you could pick any superpower, what would it be? And I mean like any fucking superpower. Not just like copying off of your favorite like X-Men or like someone in like the greater like MCU or whatever the fuck. I'm talking like in general. You can even get like real weird with your definition of superpower and go very like Alan Moore top 10 style, where I guess like your superpower is you have a gun. You know, like sometimes when you get into a lot of these like extended universes with like people with powers or like people who like have abilities and stuff, sometimes their shit is just like, I guess they don't ever run out of bullet. You know what I mean? They're really good at driving. Like, I don't fucking, like, you can talk real good, like, whatever the fuck. But, like, honestly, like, if there was some scenario where, like, tomorrow everyone was given the chance to develop or inherit or whatever the fuck, like, one superpower. Once, and not that you cannot do like that, like, I'd wish for infinite wishes from the genie, like, my superpower is all the superpowers. Like, fuck you. No, I'm talking about, like, you get one fucking thing. Like, Twilight Vampire style. Like, general fucking, like, classic superhero style where, like, excluding, like, Superman, like, you kind of only have one thing, right? I'm talking, like, you know, you want to do, like, super strength. You want to do, like, X-ray vision, read people's minds, like, whatever. Even get fucking creative with it. Like, I want to have a fucking scorpion tail or something cool. Like, that'd be fucking sick. But what the fuck would you do? Like, what would you use and what would you, like... Why would you choose that, right? Because I think that would tell a lot about, like, the person and how they view the world or how they view themselves or whatever the fuck. Like, for what, you know, what fucking thing they would choose. I feel like a lot of the real common ones would be like, I want to fly, I want to breathe underwater, I want to, you know, do some sort of, like, telekinesis, read your mind, tell you what to do with my brain type of stuff. Like, which is cool. Like, that shit would be fun, but, like, I don't know. Like, I've thought about this a lot, obviously. I feel like everyone kind of does. Everyone daydreams and is like, oh, if I was the chosen one, you know, because I'm the star of my story, I'm the protagonist, right? And I stumble upon a thing that will grant me a power, like, what would I choose, right? I think, like, in all honesty, like, the power that I would want would probably to be, like, you know, some sort of, like, omniglot or something, meaning I could, like, speak or understand, like, every language. I feel like that would probably be what I would choose, just because, like, it's not, like, combat based, so I wouldn't be, like, roped into fucking conflict by other people, but I would, like, have, like, this sort of, like, the utilitarian, like, power to where, like, I would be valuable to people, you know, maybe I would even be, like, coveted, you know, but then, like, if shit did hit the fan, I would maybe, hopefully, and, like, in my ideal, like, setting, be, like, too valuable to whoever to be killed. Even if I was, like, taken prisoner, at least I'd, like, stay alive, you know. And also just, like, I think it would be cool to be able to fucking speak every language and understand what everyone's saying and not have, like, you know, language barriers or cultural differences keeping people from communicating. So, like, that would just be fucking cool in general, even if we're not going to go, like, super top 10. If you haven't read Top 10 by Alan Moore, I really do suggest it. It's like motherfuckers with heat vision or, like, heating up hot dogs at hot dog carts and shit. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, it's fucking sick. And I feel like I've talked about this with, like, the homies, you know, or whatever. You know how sometimes you just, like, get fucking stoned and you're like, yo, what if? Like, this is definitely, I feel like, a pretty common one. And I feel like, you know, like I said, everyone's going to have a different fucking answer and everyone's going to have a different reason for picking what they choose. And obviously, like, more points go to people who are creative than people who are like, oh, no, I guess I would be, like, this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I really do want to know what your fucking chosen superpower would be. Because, like I said, it would be fucking sick to be able to just, like, understand. Just be, like, the ultimate translator. It'd just be, like, fun. Like, that's one that doesn't really matter, but, like, when it does matter, it matters a lot. Like, I would never, like, want to be in a situation where, like, my chosen thing was, like, combat-based or whatever, because then you're just, like, guaranteeing yourself to always be in a fight. You know? Or it's, like, you're gonna do some shit that's, like, mad, like, based on your hubris, where you're like, I want to live forever. I want to, you know, have, like, the power of attraction or the power of, like, fuck that. Like, it sounds fucking miserable. I think that just, like, a basic, like, support skill You know, like some sort of like tactical thing would be kind of like the way to go, but who knows? But it would be cool though, like, but also like, I don't know. Sometimes I think about that, like how cool, but then also how like cripplingly not cool it would be if we all just like got superpowers tomorrow. Because there are just like so many fucking shitheads and so much dumb shit would immediately happen. Like maybe it would be beneficial for like your power to be something combat based so you can protect yourself from the inevitable, like, you know, people who have a grudge and who now want to exercise that anger and really just like go out there and fuck some shit up. But, you know, this is going to be another short one, but like, I don't know. I want to know what your fucking chosen power would be. Like, I really do want to know. I want to know what the fuck you would choose. I want to know what you would do if, you know, if someone Dragon Ball style was like, you get one wish and it has to be a superpower and it can't be all the powers, right? I'm serious. Like, what would you do? Like, breathing underwater and shit would be fucking tight. Like, doing some sort of like, you know, like flying thing or like mobility thing would be fucking cool. You know, like there's a lot of like really cool options. There's a lot of like really cool ways you can play it. And I feel like it would be sick if people came up with like really, really, really like interesting and creative powers. But maybe there is something to be said by like, you know, the shit that like the obvious ones. I want to be really fast. I want to be invisible, you know. Like they definitely like are there. They exist in the zeitgeist for a reason, but I don't know. I would hope that some of the people listening to this would choose more creative things. And I'm really curious to hear what you would pick. So like fucking let us know, you know. I don't know what Andrew would pick. Maybe I can get him to drop it in robot voice style later, but we'll see. That might be wishful thinking. But this is the end of the episode. And so, you know, if you like what you hear, please subscribe and give us a good review. That's really the best thing you can do, like officially for the show. We would really appreciate it if you did so. Tell your friends. People have been telling their friends, spreading the word, and it's been great. We've been getting more listeners. We really appreciate it. If this is your first episode, what up, dude? You know, you can find The Hatening on all social media platforms, and from there you can find the individual profiles of myself and Andrew. Hit us up. But yeah, take care of yourself and the people around you, and don't forget to tell your friends you love them.